Hi, Michael here, and today we're going to be looking at my F-set. The F-set consists of a receiver and a transmitter, or thrower, as I say here, signal thrower, and it's used for throwing a signal into a twisted pair, so you can trace that out at the other end. They call it an F-set. Today we will try an attempt to fix my trusty old F-set that I've had for 14 odd years. It seems to be an issue with the volume control, and I mean, we're not worrying about the listen button. That's so you can plug it into a telephone line, you press the listen button in and you can hear the dial tone. And it also tells you if it's in reverse or normal. Actually, I can show you that. Okay, we've got a telephone line here. It's just an analog line. I'm going to plug that in. And we press our listen button. It's not very loud. That's the issue with this F-set. Things aren't very loud. I think the problem is this volume control pot. The volume control pot just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. So when we throw a signal, we try to listen to the trace. It's very, very quiet, if you can hear that. And that's our issue. Just trying to pick up the noise from the signal thrower over a twisted pair at a distance, and in particular if you're in a loud room, it's next to impossible to hear. So I think the issue is going to be our pot, our trim pot on the volume control here, and I'm not really worried about that. If we have to short out the wiper and the speaker side of the trim pot to make it full loudness, I don't care whether we have full loudness or not, or have adjustment available to us or not. I just want to be able to hear it. So let's pull this thing apart and have a look. We've got our 9-volt battery. Okay. Comes apart. Don't worry about that too much. Oh, that just sits in there. Just pop that back. I don't know what happened to the other one. I lost it. So here's our petrometer. Okay, well, I don't know where that stopped, but the memory on the phone had been used up and the video had stopped. So I've got the cover off. Now I see two issues. One issue was this knob wasn't sitting in here properly, and it was allowing the turn wheel was allowed to turn inside there and wasn't stopping as it's doing there. We've pushed that turn wheel back in, or the knob back in, and now we've got full control over that volume. So the second issue I see is we've got a whole heap of metal filings. Metal filings get onto the diaphragm, and they squash the diaphragm because the metal filings are attracted to the magnet in the back of the, you can't quite see the magnet on the back there, on the back of the speaker, or internally there's a magnet how the diaphragm vibrates back and forth with a coil, inside the magnet, and metal filings get in through these holes here. And this F-set just kicks around in my toolbox, and obviously I've got a few metal filings in the toolbox, so I should take more due care of this thing because she's my little pride and joy. I need to remove those metal filings without damaging the diaphragm. So we'll just see if we can get a magnet. I've got a magnet here. I've got a rag. It should be stronger. This magnet should be stronger than the magnet on the speaker. Okay, we've got some of them off. Just put that in the bin. We'll start again. Clean bit of the rag. Okay, we got some more of that off. Now we'll just use a toothbrush and try and sweep the rest of it off. Alright, seems to be probably a little bit of maybe underneath there. Let's see what it sounds like. Chuck a battery in. Yeah, heard how loud it was before. Not very loud at all. Let's see what it's like now. New toner across. Okay. Alright, well, it's still turned off. Still not quite as loud as I'd like it to be. Let's see what it's like on the analog port. I mean, that's pretty quiet too. And the volume's working. I think it's an improvement. Oh, it's dying. Yeah, that's dying. That's the battery problem. I think the battery's dead in this as well. Let's just check the battery. Volts. 4 volts. Oh, that battery's knackered. Well, that's part of our problem as well. So we had 3 problems with it. 1, the knob wasn't sitting in the pot properly and it wasn't allowing it to turn the volume up. 2, we had metal filings on the speaker. And 3, dead battery. A spare battery over here. What's this battery like? .12 volts. It's better, but it's not 9 volts. I'll have to get myself another battery. We'll chuck this one in anyway for now. That battery gone dead too. Yeah, that battery's knackered as well. Alright, let's get another battery. Alright, so we've got another battery now. I went down to the shop and they don't have any in stock, so I pulled this battery out of the other multimeter multimeter I've got here, Fluke 19. So I've tested that battery. I'll test it again in front of the camera so you can see that it's okay. It's got about 8.75 volts on it. Yeah, 8.75. It's nearly 9 volts. It's close enough. So let's chuck that one in. And let's see what we get out of the F-set now. That's much better. That's way better. So much more louder and stronger. Just plug the phone line in. Yeah, it's hard to hear the phone. You can hear the dial tone there. Yeah, the phone's always not too loud through this, but it's only an indication. Yeah, green light there, which indicates that it's right priority. Okay, let's put this thing back together and make sure it still works. Don't forget our button. Ah, this is the tricky part. You've got to hold it upside down. Okay. Screws. Battery case. Or battery cover, I should say. This is all unscripted, so if I say something stupid, well then that's just because I haven't even really thought about what I'm saying and it comes out stupid. But anyway, so we're going to adjust our volume and let's have a look. Yeah, volume up and down. We change our tones too, so we can go from a It's still not right. It's this connection, is it? Let's try again. We'll just wrap that around there for a sec. Yeah, now it's working. Alright, see you later.